And good morning, hockey fans across Newfoundland and Labrador, around the country, and around the world via the internet. We welcome you this morning back to the Windsor Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor. Game number 3 of this 3-game weekend series between the Tripen Osprey and the Central Impact in the Newfoundland and Labrador Under-18 Major Hockey League. Team split the first 2 games, Impact winning 3-2 Friday night, Osprey with a 4-2 victory last night. Just getting ready to get underway in this one. They've got the ice flooded. Officials are on the ice, just waiting for the officials. George Scott, Robert Golding, and cameraman Steve Noseworthy with us this morning. So Robert split and between the 2 teams, and it was quite a game last night as the Impact came out full of vim and vigor, and we're all over the Osprey in the first period, but Impact couldn't score, and Osprey came back.
Yeah, we spoke about it at length during the first period last night, George, as the Impact team got out to a tremendous start, outshooting the opposition 25-2 in the first period. And we had mentioned it both on air and off air that, if you don't get that goal, it sort of comes back to bite you. And however it was able to happen, Osprey were able to fend off that onslaught, and then they come into the second period, and they were still getting outshot quite handily, but they found a way to get a goal, and then another one after that. A couple of costly turnovers really hurt Impact. Getting the goaltender pulled in with less than a couple of minutes left, they thought they were going to be having a good chance to head up, but the goaltender came up strong for Osprey to ensure the victory.
Andrew Ackerman was brilliant last night.
He was.
We're going to get a few changes in the lineup. We'll get that to you right after the national anthem. And as I mentioned just before the anthem, there are a few lineup changes to make note of for the Impact. Their starting goaltender will be Aaron O'Leary. He played Friday night. Jaden Lynch got the start last night. The backup for today's game will be Liam Hicks. Parker Ellis out of the lineup today, replaced by Jack Boone, and also Cooper Roberts and Jersey McNeil continue to alternate. McNeil played Friday night, Roberts last night. McNeil is back in the lineup today. And Robert, you have an injury report for the Osprey?
Yes, Monk, who was coming down on the right-hand side last night, George, breaking the net, twisted his knee, and spoke to the trainer earlier this morning. He is out today, some swelling behind and at the side of the knee, so that's a big loss for them, their captain.
Yeah, Russell Monk last night, you mentioned twisted his knee, came back out, took a shift to test it, but decided couldn't go, so unfortunately he's not here this morning. He's not in the lineup. Butler with a shot that's kicked away. O'Leary got a piece of that with the blocker and it sends it up into the mesh and out of play.
And George, we were to dissect last night's game going into today's game. I mean, Coach Casey can't say to his team that we got to get off to any more of a better start. We just need to protect ourselves a little bit more in the defensive zone. A couple of costly turnovers resulted in goals against.
Again, it's the Impact in their home whites and the Osprey in the darker jerseys with the gold trim. Glendenning will backhand it in.
And you can look at the change right away. Is Glendenning centering the first line out there today. So Coach Casey's never won the stand pat.
Changing it up a bit. Harnham with a shot. Another blocker saved by O'Leary. And also for the Osprey, Sam Pitcher back in goal. He played Friday night. Andrew Ackerman, as Robert mentioned, was just outstanding in last night's game for the Osprey.
Yeah, all goalies been great for the 2 games, I must say. Really impressive.
Yeah, it's been good goaltending. Price down into the corner. Byrne back to Price. Back in behind the net for Byrne. Centered it, went right through the blue paint, came out the other side all the way back to the left point, kept in by Price. Fowler will play it in behind the goal. That hit the back of the net. Burns got it, tried to give it to Locke.
Locke is back on the left side with those 2 guys today.
That shot got through. Then it's out in front, they score.
And obviously it worked well. Yeah, Aidan Locke, Byrne, and Fowler, who played together Friday night. Zach King joined them last night. They're reunited today, and they get on the board in a hurry. Minute 36 in. Just watch this. Byrne does a great job of coming back. He always finds a way to find pucks, George, and get them back out. But the important thing is that the pass came back to Quinn Price on D. Never tried to go through legs. Put it off to the side. It was like a pass shot, and it worked out well.
So a quick start before the impact of this one. A minute 37 seconds in, they take a 1-0 lead. Boone out there. Throws it around the boards. Price and Byrne get the assists on the goal by Aidan Locke. It's a good thing. Aidan Locke with a goal, and we're hoping to talk to Aidan between periods. Is that going to happen?
Not going to be Aidan. It's going to be Jack Boone, sir.
Okay, right. We were talking about Aidan, and so we get Jack Boone in his first game. Either way,
we'll have a chat with him.
Yeah, Jaden Hanrahan did a great job last night.
He did.
We were talking to him between periods.
Got to get pucks deep.
That's something we've trying to add to our webcast this year. Our interviews with players and people connected with the Central Impact during our first intermissions.
Yeah, it's good to profile these players.
Kosh, his shot stopped by the defense. That was Corbett. Impact keep it in. Hemian back in his own end, gave it away. Comes to the front of the goal, it's put just wide. Goes up in the air and hits the rafters. And speaking of hitting the rafters, I gave myself a pretty good whack.
Wow.
We were talking about that last night, how low the rafters are. When you get
low bridge.
When you get into the stands, they're just above the stands. I was walking up to come to the booth, and leave it to me not to be paying attention, and just hit my head dead square on the beam.
Unfortunately or fortunately for me, being vertically challenged, I can only do that on the very last one up here. And I know there's going to be a lot of people saying that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you can give yourself quite the bang here.
Yeah, get a little cut. And they're padded too. But
yes, they with that spray foam. Good thing.
I hit the beam, and the hat went flying. I went flying. Nice start to the morning.
Well, a big head of hair helped cushion the blow a bit.
Yeah. A turnaround attempt stopped by McNeil. Flipped up high off the glass by Hodder. Comes to the near side. Back at the blue line, Haggett's got it. Here's Haggett. He'll bring it in. Deering will pick it up on the near boards for the Osprey. Deering gets rid of it at center. Haggett caught it, knocked it down, plays it to an open wing. Shot in by Seymour. That got past O'Leary. Impactor changing. Brought out by Price. Price, good rushing defenseman. Off the boards, he'll go into forecheck. Can't get it away from Corbett, though. Corbett will swing away. Speaking of guys who can rush the puck, Corbett stops up, drops it back to Harnham. Shot right on goal. Save made by O'Leary. Corbett following up on it. Gets it back at the point. Shot. I'm saying it did not get out over the blue line. The Impact disagree. Hounsell gives it to Pittman. Pass was in his skates a little bit. Back to Hounsell. Hounsell with a chance shot, just trickled past the post. This pitcher got a piece of it.
Good open ice check by Parkstein with his man as well.
Pittman with his shot.
George, you got to go back to about 45, 50 seconds ago. Heggett's coming down on the right boards carrying the puck in for the impact. And they're actually going for a bit of a line change. And this might sound real simple, but an easy dump in, but he chooses to ring it around the boards. Really, it should have just been a soft opposite one, because once it goes around the boards, the right winger for the Osprey was able to come out, and the Impact were going for a line change. That'd be we're on dump-ins.
Hughes into the skate of Harnum. Harnum shoots it in for the Osprey. Seymour in for checking. He's got it first along the boards, and he gets around it. Shot by Harnum from the boards, cleared away by O'Leary. Hughes gets it out. Byrne was stopped. Harnum drops it back to his defense. Simmons up for Seymour, knocked it out of the air but couldn't corral it. Hughes to Hillier, up to Fowler, who'll chip it in. He and Jacobs will go to the boards. Byrne got a piece of it, got it back to Hillier. Stick goes high in the air. I think there's going to be a penalty.
I think so.
Interference is the Impact player. That was Locke. His stick almost hit the beams.
Well, when a player comes by, you got to hold your stick and just try to
I'm sorry.
remove him of it.
I don't know if we caught that on the camera. Green was going into the penalty box. He had the stick held horizontally and just came up solid. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
I think we may have caught that.
It's a lot going on.
There is power play for the Impact. Byrne stole it. Byrne shot off the defense. Corbett. Byrne will pick it up behind the net. And it hops over Fowler's stick, so he's got to retreat to center. Connor Green with the penalty for the Osprey. He kept in by the Impact. Pittman back at the point. Gets it to King. Try to give it back to Pittman. Backhand stop. Rebound was there.
Impact's got 2 men behind the D.
Pittman again. Back to King. Zach King. He'll shoot it. Save is made. Rebound is there. Then poked just wide by Byrne.
Byrne had a great chance again.
Byrne's got it. Fowler off a stick. Comes over to Pittman. Back to King. Pittman. He'll shoot it right into pitcher. Quick look behind him, and he's got it between the pads.
Hodder needs just as soon as he recognizes his right winger getting ready to shoot that puck, he's got to glance in front of that goaltender. Can't be out to the side that he's able to see it. We talked about the great goaltending last night. You have to create some screens and a little bit of interference in front.
Wholesale changes, both teams. Ingram, Locke, and Hounsell up front now for the Impact on this power play. Price and Strickland on the back end. Hounsell back to Strickland. Pass a little bit too much on it. Tough to handle, and then Strickland just shot it in. Gave it away, really.
That's a forced pass through sticks. Not good on the power play.
All right, Price with it. Gives it to Hounsell. Back to Price. Price will get it in over the blue line. Leaves it there for Ingram. Ingram. Strickland. A little trouble handling that. Ingram back at the point, filling in for Strickland. Kept it in. Gets it to Strickland. At the lock. That miss comes back to the point for Price. Price walking it in. Gives it to Ingram. Back to Strickland. Strickland with a shot. The rebound was there. Comes back towards the blue line. Price has it. He's shot right into pitcher. He's got it. Holds on. Just 1 second to go in the power play.
Good control, good shots, but coming from a little far, you can see Impact are trying to go with cross-seam pass. And with the 1-3 defensive setup for the Osprey, it's tough to get that pass all the way across. And when it gets across, you're a little too far outside of the dots. You got to try to play inside of the dots on the power play.
And now the penalty's over. Green back out of the penalty box. 12 minutes to go here in the first. 1-0. Central Impact. There's Green. Green getting away. Green stops in along the boards, throws it back towards the point. Hustling up there to keep it in is Park. Russell, he lost it. Hanrahan trying to get away. He had it taken by the Osprey player. Shot in by Hemian. Good work by Butler to hold the line. Hillier. Hanrahan skating onto it. Bring it in over the blue line. He gets poke checked and a good play by Corbett. Out it comes to center. Hillier backhands it back in. Pitcher leaves it for his defense. Impact will change, as will the Osprey. Lifted high down into the near corner. Hustling in there to get there first was Hurley. He lost it. Allowed the Impact to get it out to center. Clendenning's got it. Clendenning off the glass, in behind the goal. Butler back there first for the Osprey. Impact player Council got a stick on it first, but it'll come out. Strickland shot it back in. Council couldn't play it. Would have been offside by 25 feet or so.
At least.
Out at center, back towards the blue line. Strickland to Pittman. Pittman turning. Gave it to Clendenning. Pass was in his skates. Daring clears it. Pittman turning, trying to bring it back in. Not a whole lot happening right now, Robert.
No.
Just going to go back and
No
forth.
real good outlet passes, and that prevents a good flow from getting in the offensive zone. You get 35, 40 seconds and you haven't done anything, then let's get off.
And the Impact will make a change. There's Corbett up the boards. Haggett gets there for the Impact, stops that. Haggett's got it again. Gave it to Strickland. Simmons to Harnum. Back to Corbett. Haggett's got it for the Impact. In it goes again. Dump it out, dump it in.
Seems to be the message right here now.
Byrne couldn't get free. It's just slides softly into the goaltender Pitcher, who will cover it. We'll get a face-off, 9:22 to go in opening period. 1-0 Impact.
Need to be a little bit closer to each other. Right now they're spread apart, and these are too long a pass and easy to defend in the neutral zone, especially with this smaller ice surface. If you're on a big ice surface, you're 200, you're 185, you force the opposition to spread out more. Here it gets really congested in the neutral zone.
Pass out, Russell. It's Nick Russell for the Osprey. He was stopped behind the net. Comes out to center. Boone, quick pass across to Price. Looking for Locke. Goes to the boards. Locke has got it. Drops it back. Fowler. Fowler with a shot. Pitcher makes the save.
Fowler's a skilled offensive player. They're counting on him.
Boone kept it in. Byrne back to Price. Back down deep. Byrne threw it in front. Picked off there.
That's one you got to look first.
Harnum was the only one there.
Well, if you're behind the goal line, there's nowhere for it to go. You just keep it in there,
Harnum
particularly when you're tired.
had to bring it back out. Button was well in over the blue line. So he retreats to his blue line. They'll regroup, send it in. O'Leary out to play it. That one off a skate. There's a good pass off the boards, taken smartly there by Hillier. By McNeil.
Yeah, good move by McNeil, too, going from outside to inside.
McNeil 95, Hillier 94.
A lot of first-year players on this team this year, George.
Yeah, we've talked a fair bit this weekend about how good the U16 team was last year for the Impact and how they've added a number of those players to the team this year. And they're going to be around for another 2-3 years. So.
At least, yeah, and that's good. And looking at the under-16 team this year, it's what you call your developmental team, if you want to call it that. And these are, we got a number of players who played lots of minutes last year, the under-16, and they're not showing their rookie-ness here as well, which is good to see.
Well, these guys have fit right in and
Oh,
become
yeah.
immediate impact players, pardon the pun.
Yeah. I look at Parker Ellis and Jack Boone, Caden Hillier. You know, those are all good guys
Will
who played.
Clendenning, Adam Byrne.
Yeah, just a core group of defense when you get Caden Hillier and Jack Boone and of course Quinn Price from a couple of years ago. He's that age group as well, and this is his second full year on the team.
Hanrahan took the hit, made the pass to Kosh, got the shot away. Pitcher made the pad save.
That's what the coaching staff are looking for Kosh. Big, strong body, get in there.
Oops, defenseman fell down. That's going to allow the Osprey to bring it out. That shot was stopped. It goes to the boards. Harnum trying to get it back to the point. Comes back to Harnum. That shot, quick one. Good pad save by O'Leary. Impact had a chance to move it out. And
yeah, King has got to have that puck out. His eyes are lighting up like a saucer. They're trying to get out and get a, because it was a poor pinch by the D-man who's on his weak side, and King could have been off to the races. But you got to get the puck out first.
Easy catch that time for O'Leary. Osprey change, 6:26 to go, first period.
Don't see it too often either, George, but we have two left-handed goaltenders in our nets today. Impact and Osprey.
Yep. Butler going back in his own end. King was on him in a hurry, but he gets it ahead. Daring here on the right side, brought in by Russell. It's Matt Russell. King to Clendenning. Clendenning into the middle. Player was heading to the bench. Intended recipient of that was Kosh, but he was gone the other way. Pittman just gets it out. Corbett. Got Hounsell watching him. Corbett gets it out to center. Jack Boone has it.
Love Corbett's patience.
Hounsell. Got Clendenning with him. It knocked off his stick. It's played in behind the net. Park over to Russell. Nick Russell. Hounsell with a shot went off the defenseman's stick wide. Pittman stole it, fed it in front. Backhand stopped by pitcher. It's Clendenning with a chance.
Good forecheck down low for that triumphant.
Button played it in. Impact have it back behind their own goal. Hughes hopped over the stick of Clendenning. Corbett. Corbett will go. Cuts inside, just lost the puck at the last second. And it's dumped out by the Impact. 4.5 to play here in the first.
Too many men.
Yeah, both referees had it.
Clendenning was there trying to get off, and the puck had come back out. Locke was already out for his team, for his partner, and of course, as soon as you jump those boards, that's an easy call. And they played the puck.
So it will be a power play for the Osprey. Will Clendenning gone to the penalty box. Will serve this for the Impact.
Those are real bad penalties to take, particularly in a neutral zone like that, George, where there's not much going on. You cannot jump the boards until your player is off. And vice versa. If you're coming off, come off. Don't stay back on.
So the Osprey will set up. We've got possession of it. Daring, his shot. That hit O'Leary right in the bucket, knocked it off.
Yeah, you took one like that
whistle.
earlier, didn't you, George?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you need to have on. Referee Brian Gushy down in the corner. Immediately, as soon as a player, actually, even if they get hit in the mask afterwards, they blow it down right away, whether the mask comes off or not.
Yeah, at this level.
And it should be. We're safer up here. Some of us.
And they give O'Leary just a moment to compose himself.
Big goaltender.
Corbett holding it. Fed it across. Pass just into the skates of Harmon. If he could have one-timed that, it would be a tie game.
Yeah, Corbett made a great move. Had everybody come towards him and then waited.
Break there for the Osprey as they hit the referee, and Corbett's got it.
Brian Gushy took that one in the midsection. That's a stinger.
And we're going to get an interference call, I think, coming up against the Osprey as the puck was poked past, but they maintain possession, shot on goal. Now the Osprey will touch it up.
Yeah, and really he's in a position where
call hooking.
If he doesn't take the penalty, it's a possible breakaway, right? And when you have one of these 50-50 pucks and the opposition is getting it and killing the penalty, you have no other choice.
Penalty comes with 1:06 left to go in the penalty to the Impact. 3:29 to go in the first, so it's 4-on-4 right now.
I'm not sure what the two coaches on the Osprey are arguing about, but the penalty resulted just over the blue line. It goes back into the defensive zone. It's an automatic, and it happens all the time.
Brody Harnum in the penalty box. Shot, stick save by pitcher. Comes out in the slot area again. Bounces around back to the blue line. Strickland able to get a stick on it. Then gave it away. And that'll be cleared by the Osprey. Price. Tipped in by Locke. Goes in behind the goal, but nobody in there for the Impact. Osprey have it. Daring. Shot off the stick of Price. And it's going to be another penalty to the Osprey.
Call. Just a terrible, bad decision.
Price blocked the shot with his stick, and then Daring just ran him over.
Yeah, well, it's one thing to run him over, but he cross-checked him in the back into the net.
Well, yeah.
And, I mean, it's just...
Fair enough.
Like we watched Corbett run people over last night because he just keeps going, and that's fine. But Daring, I guess he was upset that Price made a nice defensive play and blocked the shot with his stick and took matters into his own hands.
So now it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for the Impact.
The opposite end of the ice, it's never a good penalty.
And mishandle at the blue line by King. He's got to come back out to center. They won the face-off.
Won the face-off clearly. You got to use your stick, not your skate.
Now they'll bring it in. Byrne sets up along the half wall. Back to Fowler. Here on the near side. King, the other side. Byrne with a shot that hit the outside of the net. And that'll be cleared up into the stands.
Looking down there. Windsor, former Windsor native, Mr. Hemian.
Yeah, Noah Hemian's dad cut the puck and tossed it back.
Corey takes in all of the games, living in Clarenville now. Retired RCMP officer.
Yeah, both Noah and... I can't remember the name of his other son. I don't know if you know it. They both played junior ball hockey this summer for Newfoundland and Labrador.
Two good ball hockey players as well, and ice hockey.
Fowler, as again the Impact win the face-off cleanly. Over to King.
Wow.
5-on-3 right now as the Impact penalty had expired for another 30 seconds. Back to King, his shot, that goes wide. Fowler, blocker save, no traffic in front. Pitcher saw that all the way. Hounsel, Fowler centers it, shoots it, that got through, and again, pitcher has it. This time, no rebound.
I liked what Fowler did out there on the blue line. He just gives a little delay, tries to get to the middle of the rink, being a right-handed shooter. He did. Again, the Impact players are off to the sides of the net, not in front. And I think Coach Casey recognized it immediately. And, of course, he's got big Luke Koshkan out there now. His job and role is to get in front of the goaltender, not the side. And here he is.
It's 5-on-4 now, just another 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Puck comes out, King with it. Into the final minute of the opening period. Shot in, the penalty is over. So back to 5-on-5. Hounsel behind the net, he lost it. Hurley along the boards. Puck comes out. Good job by Kosh to get over and break that up. Otherwise, it was a 2-on-0.
Yeah, it was a great job. And you got to realize he's a left winger out there, and two D-men were caught up ice looking at the puck, and he was able to get back. As you said, it would have been a 2-on-0 from the blue line in. Not good.
33.4 left here in the first. Ingram with a chance. Ingram with a partial break. Ingram shoots. Didn't get a lot on it. Puck is still loose between the goaltender's pads. Whistle went.
Yeah, and
I think the referee lost sight of it.
he did it. Referee Gushy was behind and made the correct call, even though he couldn't see it. But anytime you can't, and it's in the pads or in the blue paint, you blow it. But Ingram had a great chance, but he fanned on the shot, George, and almost resulted in a goal because he fanned on the shot.
15 seconds to go in the period. Puck comes out down into the impact end. Boone back there. Coach Casey showing some confidence in
Yeah, you gotta
Jack
like
Boone.
You gotta like that.
His first game, send him back out there with just a few seconds to go in the period. He made a nice play, and the period comes to an end. So Robert is going to make his way down to ice level. He's going to talk to Jack Boone. After the first period, 1-0. Action Central Impact leading the Trypan Osprey by a score of 1-0. Aiden Locke with the only goal of that first period. Shots on goal after the opening 20-10 in favor of the Impact. And Jack Boone is waiting. Robert is writing out his questions. So hopefully it will be another moment and Robert will get down there. And there you see Jack Boone down there along with his trainer Scott Klein and physiotherapist James Grant rather. All right, Robert he's got there. All right. We're going to move up a little bit closer.
You can sound, Jack.
Yeah, it's a lot faster, a lot better hockey. The boys are moving the puck well, and we're doing good so far. I'm playing pretty good, I think. So.
I really liked them. We just spoke on air about Coach Casey having confidence in all of his players, and to put you out there for the last 30-odd seconds, that must say something to you.
Yeah, I think that was a good move. He's a very good coach, has a lot of confidence in all his players, and yeah.
Jack, you talked about the speed of the game, and of course I've watched you the last number of years, and you were obviously a great player in the last couple of years. Now we've moved up another step as a first-year player. What's the difference in the speed of the game?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time, and it's a lot faster paced. They're on you quick. There's hitting. So if I just keep my game, play the way I play, I think I'll be fine.
And that being said, Jack, relying on some of your other D-men, and of course they got some veteran D-men here, and we got some young guys with yourself and Hillier and Parker Ellis. And you guys read each other well. And I know I've watched some of your practice with Coach Casey, and D-to-D passes are so important, avoiding a forecheck. Don't you agree?
Yes, yeah, it's very important.
And the last little thing, what are some of your goals for this year, Jack, with this team?
Hopefully get called up some more, hopefully move the puck faster and get used to the game more, and hopefully a couple years.
Enjoy it, have fun. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, Watson.
Thank you, Watsy. Well done, Jack. Jack Boone's first U18 AAA game, and so far so good, as he said. We're doing okay. We're up 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. And we'll take a break. We'll be back with period number 2 of this Newfoundland and Labrador under-18 Major Hockey League game between the Impact and the Ospreys. Stay with us here on AO.live. Okay, teams have made their way back out onto the ice to start period number 2. That first period was a pretty quick one. It took about 30 minutes to play a period of hockey. 1-0, Central Impact leading Trypan Osprey after the opening 20 minutes. No penalties on the board as we start period number 2. 5-on-5. And we are underway. Dumped in by the Osprey. Back to pick it up. Haggett to King. Pass was picked off. Comes over to Strickland. Butler. Backing up. Off the boards. Gets it out to center. Dumped back in by King. Corbett has it. Cuts in front of his own goal. That pass to Hurley. Shot wide of the goal. Osprey trying to get it out in front. It was daring. And forced back towards the blue line. Long shot in. Went off his skate. Ricochets all the way down the ice. Smooth skating Corbett back to get it. Hanrahan trying to catch him, and Corbett avoided that hit. I think it may have been better for Kosh to have missed him. Corbett's a big guy.
And so is Kosh. Yeah, sometimes you look and say, oh, maybe that wasn't such a bad thing.
Yeah, maybe not worth it. Yeah, that would have been a heck of a collision if it had happened. I think Corbett just missed it.
That would have been a heavy-duty one for sure.
Saw him at the last second and able to avoid the hit. Byrne behind the Osprey goal. Goes into the corner. Locke looking for it. Boone kept it in. And it's cleared. Price turns back in his own end. Osprey were changing. Here's Byrne. Byrne with a shot. Somebody's got their neck guard on the ice. Byrne scores on the rebound.
Picks up his own rebound, George. And you've heard me say it before. I watched Adam Byrne play a lot last year under 16. He just finds a way to find the puck, and the puck finds a way to find him. Watch here. It's just a little turnover at the blue line. Gets the first shot. And as the D is looked, the D had gone off to his right. George, he needs to follow the play and the puck and come over and try to get that rebound. He had gone off to the other side, and of course, Adam Byrne was able to get the puck and basically put it into a wide open cage.
That's one the goaltender would like again, maybe to hang on to that rebound. Rebound control has been very good this week, and he played Friday night and another period today, so he's got 4 periods done, and he's looked very good. That one got away from him just a little bit. Earl, blocker save made by Lynch. Sorry, O'Leary. Lynch played last night. And try and jam it in a couple of times at the side, and O'Leary kept that left pad down. Simmons off the glass to Byrne. Got it, plays it back into his own end. Boone a little trouble with it. Ooh, a couple of
And the goaltender as well.
Yeah. Comes in on O'Leary this time. He'll hold on to it and they'll regroup.
Yeah, that's one that gets caught in your skates and you don't know if it's in front of you, behind you, and what to do. And it went to the goaltender and he missed it. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, they got away with it. Still 2-0. Goals by Locke and Byrne. Corbett, good low shot from the point, got it right on goal. No big windup, just
Quick release.
took it back to about waist high and got a good shot on goal. Got it away quickly. Jacobs ran into his own man Russell at the blue line.
I'm going to try to avoid that. Real good check down there.
Yeah, Osprey come up with it. Button with a shot that hit the goal post.
It did. Great shot, great release.
Yeah.
Goaltender just couldn't see. It's too much traffic.
Off the far post and out. Still kept in by the Osprey. Good shift here for Trypan as they try and respond. Harnum with a chance. That's one. Again, O'Leary gave up a big rebound and had to make the second save.
Yeah. You'll see a quick change here. That's arguably one of the best offensive opportunities that the Osprey have had here this morning.
That was a good shift for them.
It's 3 quality shots and total puck possession.
Haggett, it'll just come out over the blue line. Simmons lost it. Butler's got to go all the way back. It's going to go to the goaltender. Butler does a good job to get it to the boards, and then it's out. Haggett turns, shoots it right back in. Connor Green on it first for the Osprey. They'll reverse it. Also got to it first, got it ahead. Hemian made the pass, and Hodder got back, got a stick on it.
Did a good job.
Hansel had it in his skates, couldn't find it, and it's poked out. Ingram trying to race after it, won't get to it, and that will be an icing call against the Impact. As he got just reached out with one hand on the stick and got it down deep, but it's from his own side of the red line. .349 gone in the second period. Impact have added a goal. Big hit along the boards. Puck comes loose and Ingram pounces on it. Working against Simmons. Simmons stays with him. Goes back and retrieves it. Harnum. Off the boards and out, taken by Daring. Daring, his shot off the stick of Haggett, up and out of play.
Get your stick out in the way. That's doing a good defensive job. That's all required.
And again, the Impact change.
And again, we see Coach Casey having confidence in young Jack Boone, who we interviewed in the first intermission, and back out there again. He ended the off from the first period. I mean, for the last shift, and he's had 3 now here in the second.
Yeah, he's been getting a regular shift
Yeah.
in his first game. Gives it to King. Corbett shoots it in. O'Leary leaves it for Boone. I noticed the one thing Jack talked about more than anything else in that interview was the speed of the game.
Exactly, yeah.
How quickly you have to make decisions, how quickly guys close in on you.
Well, not only the speed of the game when you have the puck, but when you don't have the puck and you're waiting for the puck to get to you. And that's why I talked to him about, D-to-D passes are so fundamental to avoid forechecks, and that helps to negate the speed. You'll see 3 D-to-D passes here now. And that's because he's been taught at that since maybe age 13. 12, 13 for sure.
In behind the Osprey net, Daring gets his stick free, gets the puck, tries the other side. Price pinching in. Lost it though, and a quick outlet pass to Hurley-Eye. Hurley-Eye in over the blue line. Hurley-Eye with a shot off the defenseman's stick into the near corner. Back at the point to Daring. Daring lost it, and here's a partial break for King. Now it's a clear-cut breakaway. King with a shot, trying to go far side, missed the net.
A little. I like King. He's really improved his skating. He's got himself in good shape, and he possessed a good shot. That one just a little high and wide.
Yeah, last year he played occasionally.
He did.
He played a little more and more as the season went on, but for the most part, here's a chance in front though for Fowler. Scores off the post and in.
And Reed Fowler down low, George, possesses a great shot. But if you look at that line down low, and of course Adam Byrne and Locke there, it's a turnover down low. He recognizes them coming in. This is just a beautiful pass from Byrne. He's turned the other way, George, but he has such great vision on the ice. Those are the things really you can't teach. He was actually turned one way looking and went with a nice little pass. Fowler coming at the late guy, who he likes to do because he possesses a good shot. And top of the circle, he made no mistake. Roofed it, bottom bar, and in.
But getting back to Zach King as the puck goes into the beams here. sort of a player who got time now and then. Last year, he's become a regular this year, more than a regular. He's
actually
power quarterbacking the power play.
Yeah, from the point. And Coach Casey recognized that he's a big body, real good presence on the boards, and a good shooter. But he's also committed to getting himself in better physical shape, George. And you could see, like, Zach King would not have gotten that breakaway last year. He wouldn't have had the foot speed. His foot speed has increased, and that was a good breakaway there.
It started off, it was almost even with the defense. That's why I said partial breakaway.
Yeah.
But he pulled away in a hurry in a couple of strides. He was in all alone.
Had a few chats with Zach this summer on the golf course. As we were talking about, we talk hockey on golf, golf on hockey. Good kid.
Yeah, I know Zach pretty well.
He just loves the game as well.
Student at Exploits Valley High here in Grand Falls, Windsor. Block, turns, brings it in. He's got Byrne with him. Here's Byrne with a chance off the defenseman's stick. That was Jacobs. Got a stick in the way of that.
Another good pass. Byrne would like to have that one back, get it away a little quicker. But give full credit to the defenseman to get that stick out there. And that's what you're taught as a defenseman. He'll get in the way, get in the shooting lane, get in the passing lanes, and he did exactly that.
Bounces around in front of the goal. Comes free, and the Osprey have it. Back at his own blue line, Strickland. Off the boards looking for Hounsell. Couldn't handle that. Hutton chips it out to center. Dump back in. Corbett has it. Corbett to Russell. Russell will chip it into the impact end. Strickland back to get it. Harnham getting in hard on the forecheck. Russell following up. Strickland. Good body position. Came up with the puck. Got it to his forward. Pittman. Pittman forced back. Whoa, that one off of Strickland's skate. Right in front of the goaltender. Haggett. Shoot it hard off the boards. Butler back to get it. And reverse it here on the near side. Boone with a good pinch. That's cleared out. Price back to get it. You're saying it hit somebody at the bench?
I think so.
.13 to go in the second. 3-0 lead now for the Impact. As mentioned earlier, teams split the first two games. Ingram getting away. Ingram with a shot. That hit the goalie in the mask. Got to blow the whistle here, guys.
I don't think he realized it. He was looking at the puck.
No.
Referee Gushy, the back official, seen it.
As the goaltender went down, he's shaken up a little bit.
There's 3 breakaways here in the second period, George, for this Impact team.
Quick look there at Sam Pitcher, the goaltender for the Osprey. There he is.
He took that one right off the noggin again.
So we've had this one on each goalie.
Yeah. Seems to be fine. Players can shoot the puck a lot harder, George, with these new sticks. And, of course, as a result, goaltenders don't have as much reaction time. That one took them in the mask.
Yeah, I don't think goalies like these new
No. Actually,
composite sticks.
some of them new, but they're certainly not new anymore. But they're so powerful and light, George. My son had one, and I picked it up. It's like there's nothing there.
No. And you know, they get, like golf clubs, they get custom flexes and custom lies, and just like a golf club.
Not my old Sherwood 50-30 Featherlights that are a ton by a Featherlight standard.
Yeah, it was just a flick. They can get that puck on goal in a hurry.
Yeah, and the flex is the thing. You know, one time
There's a shot over the
all
top
sticks
of the
were
net.
stiff, but not anymore.
It's cleared off the boards. And that is, will it be? No, it's going to pretty much perfect draw weight there.
Yeah, Brad Bush should be proud.
Just got over the line after the defenseman had gotten there. Price gets away from the forechecker, moves it to his defensive partner Hughes. On the ice to Corbett. Corbett turns, plays it out at center. Price sends it back in. Impact clear of the zone. They'll come in. King in there flushes out the defenseman. Over to an open wing down the ice. Hughes turning and going, and they're going to wave off the icing. Good hustle there by Daring.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Good no call.
Knocked down in front, scores!
That's just real poor D right there, George. Puck is up in the air, and the forward on the Osprey recognizes it, steps inside of the defenseman. The forward on the Impact team gloves it down and gets a backhand away. If you just watch this play here, it's going up. You can't allow him to go past you like that there. We had two guys on Impact go for the puck, forward and a D, and of course results in an relatively easy goal.
Quick hands.
Yeah, he's asking, was it gloved ahead? It wasn't gloved ahead. He gloved it down to himself.
Yeah, he didn't catch it.
Nope.
No, didn't close his hand. I just knocked it down. Good quick hands to reach up over his head, knock the puck down, and then backhand it home.
He stepped inside of Zach King, and then the D-man came out looking for the puck as well. Forward just picked it up. Relatively easy goal.
Gosh, rings it around the boards. Waiting for it over there was Corbett of the Osprey. Keeps it in to Daring. Daring out in front. It comes. A shot by Hurley. Goes just wide.
This is where you got to have a good response. You're the Impact team, and right away, Osprey almost had another great opportunity. Glove the head or beam.
Face-off will be just outside the Osprey blue line. Wholesale changes, both teams.
Yeah, third game in 3 days. And an early morning start with the late night finish.
I know they're young, but
yeah,
legs are still going to get tired.
It's automatic. It's got to happen. Shorty had a wake-up call at 7:30. Get some breakfast in, you get to the rink.
These 3 game weekends are tough weekends.
They are.
Everybody's still playing hard out there.
Yeah. You talk about the travel, what all players travel, regardless, even if you're the home team, there's people who are traveling good distances.
Yeah, so they're not all from one town.
No,
they're from a region.
Everywhere.
Backhand it towards the goal by Earl. Then it'll come out. Simmons gets it to Butler. Out at center, shot back in, right back to Butler. Down the ice, and this will be just enough to get an icing call as the puck gets there before Strickland. A little over 9 minutes left to go here in period number 2. Shot in by Earl. Corbett, the quick shot, recognized that the goalie had come out to play it and got the shot away quickly.
Goaltender got tied up with the forward behind him, and all of a sudden he wasn't in the net.
Yep. And Corbett, great vision from back at the point to spot that. Almost had himself a goal. Hounsell. Corbett hustling to get back. Corbett will get there. Hounsell gets the shot away. The rebound comes out in front. Simmons clears it. Nolan Hernum dumps it in. Price goes down. Hernum's got it. Back at the point. Just hopped over the stick, or maybe under the stick of Corbett as he looked up. Price swinging away from Button to Hounsell. Hounsell trying to cut inside. He lost it. Knocked up by Brody Hernum. Corbett. To Park. Up ahead to Hernum. Hernum with his shot glove save by O'Leary.
Good pass coming through the neutral zone. never had a lot of skating room, gave it back to his forward, moved it up. Coming out of 3-man units, it's so important as opposed to being too far apart. Too far apart just doesn't work.
McNeil along the boards. Boone trying to backhand it out. And it's cleared out. Jacobs. Center. Shoots it in. Looked like it may have been heading into the bench, but
yeah,
missed everybody. Stayed in play. McNeil. McNeil. Outside, inside, outside. Gets around the defense. Jacobs. Jacobs couldn't find him. Harnum back behind his own goal. Up for Button. Got past him. Out to center. Ingram to Hillier. Everybody over skating it.
Yeah, not sure what's going on.
Finally brought in. Jacobs with it. Russell. To Button. Button getting inside. Got a shot away. Stopped by O'Leary. Looked like they had him corralled pretty good.
The defenseman got caught playing the puck.
That went through the crease. Back at the point. Russell plays it back in behind the goal. It comes out the other side. Up in the air. Hughes reverses it to King. King able to get rid of it. Jacobs. Osprey coming on a little bit as of late. But this will be not icing.
Waved it off over on the side as the player got taken out of position.
Puck goes up in the air. Russell's got it, a chance. Russell circling the goal. Wraparound attempt. Looked like there was room.
There was. Hughes got caught up ice from his defensive position. He's got to be back inside of those dots.
More pressure here from the Osprey. That shot changed direction. It's still loose in front of the goaltender. Now in behind. King's got it against the boards. And a penalty coming up to the impact.
Yeah. That's an easy call there. Interference, boarding. Pick your choice. Hanrahan got caught.
Interference it is, Robert. So all that good work by the Osprey earned them a power play.
And the Osprey have been coming on, George, the last 4.5 minutes, even before the goal. And I think you might even have a timeout here. Yeah, Coach Casey, he's going to call a timeout anytime. And he certainly has done so right here now because he's actually seen the tide turn a little bit as well, George. And really, I think the last 4 shifts in particular, we've seen the Osprey really taking it to the impact. And a couple of times the impact defensemen have been getting caught up ice or not down far enough inside of the dots. And with that, you got players behind you. Well, Larry's had to come up with a couple of big saves. And now it's a big opportunity going on the power play here for the Osprey.
Huge chance here for the Osprey. Just 6:07 left to go in the second period. They look down and out, down 3-0, but it's back to a 2-goal game, and now a power play.
If you look down at Coach Casey here now, if he's able to get caught on camera here, you look at every player is facing him. There's no yelling, no screaming. He's just staying settled down.
See, ask and ye shall receive, Robert. We've got the impact bench on camera.
Yeah.
Steve knows what it is, listening to you.
Some good instructions going on down there. And he's basically saying, guys, we got to keep our feet going, and we need to really think about supporting each other because we've been getting too far up ice. And because of that, the puck support passes just aren't there. But you also got to remain calm. You know, through every game, George, there's ups and downs, and how you handle each of them is so important to the success of your team.
All right, we're underway. Power play for Osprey. Impact win the face-off, and that will allow them to send it the length of the ice. Corbett moves it ahead to Russell, to Daring. Daring stops back at the point. He'll hold it. Go to Corbett. Back to Daring. Simmons puts it in wide of the goal. Locke will get there first. Can't get it past Corbett. Locke did a great job, but the puck squirts loose. And now the Impact get it and send it down the ice. That's stolen behind the goal by Hounsell. And he'll just try and hold it against the boards and kill some clock. Finally, it comes free. 1 minute to go in the power play.
Tired man, he's got to get off.
Corbett with some speed down the left side. Shot right on goal. Saved by O'Leary. Rebound is there.
Goodness,
huge save by O'Leary as he gets the left pad down. That looked like
incredible.
The second goal.
That was an empty netter. How he got across with that left pad after the rebound coming off a Corbett shot. Corbett is all over the ice everywhere.
He negated the icing with good skating to get there first. Hernan with a shot. Right pad save this time by O'Leary. Simmons on goal, and this one right in the breadbasket, and O'Leary's got it.
Two great saves there by the goaltender. Really keeps his team in it. You said many times, George, as we all have, your best penalty killer is your goaltender.
29 seconds left to go in the power play for the Osprey. They win the faceoff cleanly. Park throws it into the corner. Seymour. Haggett's watching him. Seymour maintains possession, gets it back to the point. Jacobs back to Seymour. And that pass easily picked off by King. And King gets it out. Up ahead to Fowler. Fowler cut off by Jacobs.
Jacobs did a good job at standing them up.
Penalties over. 5-on-5 again. Park couldn't find it. Byrne has it. Byrne into the middle, finds King. King in over the blue line. King threw it right on goal. Byrne has it behind the net. Tried to flip it out in front, hit the back of the net. It goes into the corner. Park on it first. That shot back in. Park. Back behind his goal for Jacobs. Had it stolen by Hounsell out in front. It's tipped. Big save made by Pitchers. He sprawls out.
Each time this line is on, the Fowler Byrne line, Pittman was out there then because there was a line change, but they create some good scoring opportunities. And the reason being is the forecheck. They get in top of the D very quickly and recognize a late guy. That was another great opportunity.
Right now, shots on goal showing 34-27 in favor of the Osprey.
Yeah, I just looked up at it as well, George, and quite the tale of two games between last night and today.
Yeah. Last night finished up officially 50-25 in favor of the Impact. Chance now for the Osprey. Shot stopped by O'Leary. There's Daring coming down the right side. Out towards center. Hounsell lost it in his skates. Hurley has it to center, plays it in. Haggett. Hard off the boards, out. Got past the defense, so no icing. Just touched the defense on the way by the Osprey player. Hounsell. Flip it out in front for Clendenning. Couldn't get a stick on it. This one down the ice. Hughes has got a hustle, and this one will be icing. 2:36 to go in the second.
Coach Casey making a full line change here, getting some fresh troops out there. Hounsell was out there for a little bit. He's out there now with Hodder and McNeil. A different combo we've seen. Actually, King is going to go out there. He's going to get way back, I think.
Yeah, King's got to come back to the bench.
Yeah, they already made their change and sent him out.
Boone. Price, that was stopped up high. Price has to hustle back. Button has it. Under 2.5 to go. It's stolen. Hounsell lost it as he tried to go to his forehand, and he needs to get off.
Yeah, he's dead tired. I thought he was coming off previously.
Long shot, change direction. King with a chance. King with a shot, sprawling out to make the save. His pitcher, they jam away at it. It is under the goaltender, and the whistle goes.
Defenseman Butler tried to play the puck earlier, George. Got flat-footed and was able to get him on the inside. As a D-man, you got to look at the guy in the chest. Cannot try to play that puck, especially inside of the hash marks. You're going to end up watching the puck going into the back of the net. They were lucky it went off to the side.
Another Another face-off win for the Impact. Shot by King was stopped, and the rebound
Kosh had a great chance.
to Kosh, even a better stop. That one hit something in front, went to the corner. Boone will hold it in. There's Locke. Kosh. Back to Locke. Locke working it up along the boards. He gets hit against the boards. The Osprey finally get rid of it. Boone turns, shoots it right back in. Locke will pick it up on the far boards. Down deep. Stolen away by King. King's got it. Tried short side. Stopped by Pitcher.
Kings have himself quite the shit. That's 3 shots from the side of the net. Gonna get another one
He
now.
was alone in front. That puck had gotten through.
Yes.
And he's going to head off. Seymour trying to bust through. Price stays with him. Russell following up on it. Or Earl, rather. Earl's got it behind the goal. He gets hit. Knocked down. Puck squirts loose, and O'Leary will cover it there.
George, when you get towards the end of the second period, of course, it's the line change, and there's times that you got to get off, and you say, I just can't. And that's one of those particular instances right there. You know, once you get 35, 40 seconds in the offensive zone with the line change, you got to get off. It's just, you know, you can't say, oh, give me another 10 or 15 seconds. The legs just won't go.
Under a minute to go now in the second period. Button in over the blue line. Daring shot stopped by O'Leary. That pass picked off at center, sent back in. It's touched by Hillier on the way by, so no icing. Right over along the far boards, just outside the blue line. A couple of players go down. Just 20 seconds to go in the period. They move it ahead. Here's Fowler with a chance. Fowler with a shot. The glove saved by Pitcher.
Offensive face-off here now. You'll see Byrne come back right back out, I think. Defensive face-off earlier. He took Byrne off and put another guy out right here now. Offensive opportunity, 17.5 seconds left. You'll see him right back out there with Byrne, Fowler, and King.
They're going to wave Daring out.
Yeah, Daring is questioning that. Not sure why.
Harnham comes in to take the face-off. Byrne wins it back at the point to Hillier. He'll put it in behind the goal. King couldn't catch up to it. Simmons turning, lost it to Byrne. Byrne to King. King with a backhand, trying to jam it in. Puck is still loose. Finally, the whistle goes.
George, twice this period, Adam Byrne has been behind the net on his forehand and has done a reversal back pass to a guy who's the late guy on the side of the net, and none of the D were able to recognize that play. He's done it twice in a row, almost resulted in King getting another great score. Well, did get another great scoring opportunity.
I tell you, Zach King's been hanging around the side of the goal in the last 10 minutes. 7.3 to go. Impact win the face-off. That shot hit some bodies, did not get through to the goal, comes to the near boards, and that's going to do it. Second period comes to an end. 3-1. Central Impact leading Trypan Osprey after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal after 2 periods. 37-34 favoring the Osprey. There you see it all on the score clock down at the end of the stadium, down to our right. We're going to take a break. During this second intermission, we'll be back with the third period of this Newfoundland Labrador U18 Major Hockey League game between the Trypan Osprey and the hometown Traction Central Impact. Back in a few minutes, everyone. 3-1. Traction Central Impact leading the Trypan Osprey after 2 periods of play. Just getting set for period number 3. Teams split the first 2 games. Impact winning Friday night 3-2. Osprey winning last night 4-2. So we've had good competitive games here this weekend.
4-2 last night with an empty netter.
Yep.
Great games. 2 great games. George, look at those fries.
More for a whole tray of fries.
Oh,
Are they coming this way? I don't want to
Well,
look.
no. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. Ooh,
Wow, 4 minutes for butt ending. Brian Gushy was very demonstrative making that call as well.
that was an emphatic call.
Yeah, and
You don't see that very often.
No, he's
Butt
actually
ending.
he's looking at his coach as he's going by. I'm
Don't-
almost thinking he's saying, "You're lucky. That's all I gave him."
Don't argue with me on that one.
4-minute butt end. Wow.
So great opportunity here for the Impact early in the 3rd period. Came with just 13 seconds gone in the period. It's Pittman. That shot over the top of the net. Byrne setting up along the half wall. Nobody moving. Gets it down into the corner. Go back to Byrne behind the net. Off the boards for King. King up top. Fowler with a shot, hit some traffic in front. Rebound was there and put wide.
Wow.
Looked like Pittman had an empty net. Goaltender was out. He's lost his stick.
Yeah, he's lost his stick.
King with a shot. That's deflected, kept out, and cleared. And that will give pitcher a chance to go and retrieve his stick, which ended up down in the near corner. So again, this is a 4-minute penalty. Still just under 3 minutes to go in it. Byrne. Up top for Fowler. Back for Byrne, back to Fowler. Pretty stagnant right now, Robert.
Yeah, too deliberate. Not enough puck movement, and it's not enough rotation. Just passing it back and forth. The opposition doesn't need to do anything to defend.
Fowler with a shot. Stopped. Rebound was there. Osprey get it. There's Harnum. Harnum cuts inside. Fanned on it.
Yeah, and that's the risk that you take when you have a forward back playing D.
Nice move by Harnum. Just couldn't finish. Just went off the heel of his stick.
Costa's job here now is to get in front of the goaltender.
The Impact have changed up their power play. At least the 3 of the players. Hughes now back at the left point. Kosh was claiming he was knocked down in front of the goal.
Oh, he tripped over his stick. There was
I
no-
think so. Yeah, the referee told him, get up, nothing
Yeah.
there.
That's right. You're on a 4-minute power play.
Pittman. And to Byrne,
Yeah, too stagnant you call, George, and
to Pittman.
need to start rotating the puck around the entire perimeter, just not on one side of the ice. It's too easy to defend against. Just like-
Corbett will get it out.
too easy to defend against.
Pass and move, pass and move. In this case, it's pass and stand still. Hughes drops it back. Locke able to walk right in, hit some traffic in front. It's in Corbett's skates, pushed towards the goal, and pitcher will cover it.
Yeah, just not a real good setup on the power play here thus far for this Impact team. I mean, if you're on the right boards and you continue to go back to your right D, back down low, right D, back down low, you got 2 defenders who really don't need to do a whole lot for the Osprey.
So they bring King and Fowler back out on the back end of this power play.
Yeah,
Minute 3 left to go in the 4-minute butt ending penalty against the Osprey.
Ryan Gushy's doing some housekeeping down there with the goaltender.
Yeah, pitcher's got a little equipment trouble.
Yeah,
I think it's with the straps on the mask. Dust them off.
yeah.
Little smile from Brian. Then we're underway again, and clean face-off win for the Osprey, but they mishandled it. Chance to get it out second time. Still don't. Hounsell lost it in his skates. Oh, it is sloppy right now, Robert.
Oh, my goodness. That's a good description.
Locke. He can't bring it in. Lost it.
You're trying to go through too many guys in the neutral zone without any speed. It's just not the way it's meant to be done. You got to come out in 3-man units.
Just 35 seconds to go in the man advantage.
With some speed like here.
Fowler with a shot blocker saved by pitcher. One and done.
Yeah, one and done is no good when you're on a power play like that. You know, unless you're in low by yourself.
20 seconds left to go. Off the glass and in, but Osprey will get there easily. First, Park turns, rips it around the boards, and out it comes. Got past Ingram.
He missed the puck. If he never missed the puck, it would have been too many men.
It's pretty much going to do it. Just a couple of seconds left, and now the penalized player, Deering, back out on the ice, heads to the bench, replaced by Harnham. Hodder brings it in. That hit the outside of the post.
Hodder has great moves down low. Just when you think that you've got him off to the side, he gets rid of that shot quickly.
Ooh, just icing as the Boone got there just maybe half a stride ahead of the Osprey player.
Yeah. Usually, if you're side by side, they wave that one off.
Behind the goal. Hodder has it along the boards. Hodder gets free. Hodder trying to work it out in front. That shot up and out. It did go off the goaltender, so the faceoff stays inside
Hodder
the
is a
Osprey blue line.
Sorry, George. Hodder is a hard man to handle down low. Low center of gravity, thick legs, very strong upper body, and he just gets the shoulder down underneath you, and he just really rolls off of checks. If he has his back to you and you're trying to reach him with the stick, is really not doing a whole lot to him. I watched him at the summer evaluation camp, and I mean his shooting ability is just remarkable.
Butler plays it behind the goal for Corbett. Long stretch pass. It was touched. No icing. Deering will get there first anyway.
Yeah, that's a design play from Corbett and Deering. We've seen them a couple times do that last night and again today. That's the old football Hail Mary play.
Back at the right point. Corbett keeps it in off the end boards. It's up in behind the goal. Hemian back at the point to Butler. His shot was stopped by Hodder. Butler keeps it in. Then it gets past Hillier. Few misplays by the Impact on this shift. Deering to the front of the goal and taken away by Ingram. He'll get it out. Ahead to Hodder. Hodder in over the blue line. Hodder with a good move to get around the outside. Hodder takes it all the way and around behind the goal. Ingram couldn't get a stick on it, had it tied up. Haggett has it. His shot off a skate back to Strickland. Strickland puts it right on goal. Save made by pitcher.
Went through everybody.
Butler back in the corner. Off the glass. Tried to get it to Deering. Turned over. Hurley eye off the glass.
Oh.
They're saying it went out and the linesman took a tumble.
He did, and he went down hard. Rough game.
Says he's okay.
Referee Gushy took one in the midsection earlier. Puck, that is. Linesman got upended. Got a malfunction at the junction last night as well. George, that's a credit to you.
That's an Ed Whalen expression. Used to do Calgary Flames and Stampede Wrestling. Late, great Ed Whalen. I've referenced him a few times over the years. Yep, came up with the expression malfunction at the junction. His other one was we had a ring-a-ding-dong dandy going.
That is a classic as well. Oh, that's a behind call. That's just an easy. That's just a play that you can't do. Yeah. It's an easy call. You know, you could call it from checking from behind. I'm glad they don't, because checking from behind means that automatic ejection. But
Yeah.
you got a guy's numbers there. He's a foot and a half on the boards. I mean, you just can't do that.
Jack Earl down to the penalty box. Sent the length of the ice by the Osprey. So back-to-back power play opportunities for the Impact. 4-minute penalty and a 2-minute. Then they turn it over. Daring short-handed gets a shot away and a good stick save made by O'Leary.
Got to protect the puck a lot better than that.
Pittman winding up. He's got some room to go. Gains the entry. Backhands it behind the net. Byrne has got it back there. Byrne and Hounsell, who poke it into the corner for Pittman. Now they can set up. Pittman with a nice move. Pittman stepping in. Back to Byrne. Down low. Hounsell. Pittman to King. Shot. One off his stick. Comes back to King. Pittman in the circle. Hounsell with a backhand put it over the top of the net.
I don't think he realized how much time he had to turn and go back on his forehand. That's got to be a penalty.
Now we've got a penalty coming up to the Impact.
Very similar to the one we just saw called on the Osprey. That's a cross-check or boarding right here in front of you. It's going to be called 100 times out of 100.
That's going to go to Fowler. 47 seconds left in the Osprey penalty. 2 minutes on the board now for the Impact, so 4-on-4 for the next 47 seconds, barring any other goals or penalties. Button with a shot. That one off of Strickland. Came straight up in the air, came down in front of the goal, went off the defenseman, and O'Leary had to make the save. That was a strange one.
Well, players were looking up, and we've seen it happen so often that it's hit the beam. It missed both beams, came right back down, took a spin as everybody was looking up, and almost got in between the pads of the goaltender.
Whoa,
Faced the puck up
goaltender wasn't even ready, and that came right from the faceoff, almost a shot on goal.
He was taking a sip of water.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if the back of the point, the shot comes in wide.
It's going to be a
Wrap
goal,
around, they
George.
score.
Yeah, you can see it come. They just weren't ready from the entire shift, George.
Everybody running around.
I could see it coming, going right back to the faceoff when the goaltender was taking a sip of water. The puck gets stumped in around. Price mishandles it and overskates it. Comes back out. I thought they were going to score right here. Now you look. Watch these two guys here. Nobody is getting in to defend the guy behind the net. That's an easy wraparound. Very easy wraparound. And we have ourselves a 3-2 game here. 11:56 remaining in the third period.
Yeah, the Impact, the 3-1 lead, had a 4-minute power play, had a 2-minute power play, and now find themselves up by just one. They give up the goal. Still 4-on-4, as that was an even strength goal. In 34 seconds, it'll be a power play for the Osprey. Yeah, that whole sequence started off strangely.
It did. It's going to be
Poked
another
away,
goal.
another chance. Oh, big save made by O'Leary. That was close.
That was very close.
Locke trying to get away to the outside. Locke with a burst of speed. Locke made the pass across, and that was broken up by Park, the defenseman.
Great job by Park getting back there.
Boone off the boards. Penalty to the Ospreys over. They are now on the power play.
Adam Byrne in all alone again.
Corbett. Boone stayed with him, made a nice play. They go to the boards. Corbett knocked Boone down. And they've got Jack Boone out there killing the penalty.
Yeah.
Coach Casey really likes his play. And this is his first game. Button with it. 35 seconds to go in this Osprey power play. They're looking to tie this up, but he backhanded it. One off Boone's stick and up and out of play.
Makes a change. If you look right here now, Hanrahan and Kosh. Luke Kosh would never be killing penalties before, George. And that just shows the transition from a first to a second to a third-year player. Coach Casey recognizing Luke Kosh strong on the boards and gets in good positions out there killing a penalty.
Hanrahan won the face-off. That will allow the Impact to send it down the ice. 25 seconds to go. Corbett puts on the brakes. Back at the point, Simmons doesn't shoot it. Deering across for Harnham, pass just a little bit in behind him.
They've been looking for that cross-seam pass.
That shot right on goal, grabbed by O'Leary, and the penalty now is over. Another close one here this morning at the Windsor Stadium.
Yeah, and you say morning and still is, George, 10 to 12. First day of autumn. Am I correct in saying that, George?
Yep, you are.
Jeepers creepers. Winter's almost over. Oh.
Knocked down by McNeil, and McNeil goes down as he tried to cut inside.
Yeah, there's no penalty there. He tried to avoid him, and that's why he upended himself.
He just clipped the defender as he went by. Yeah, no call on that whatsoever.
Hometown fans and bench got upset, but no, there's nothing there.
It goes up into the rafters.
Another beam. Probably 30 of them in the last couple of games. I don't like it.
I've come not to like those beams myself after this morning.
Yeah, you don't like them for another reason.
I jammed my head into one of them. Not on purpose, by the way, folks. Just to
Well, you celebrated a birthday yesterday, so you came in with a bang.
Oh, my. Circling the goal is Byrne. Back to Hughes. That went off a skate over the top of the net. No icing. Larry out to play it. Gives it to Hughes. .9:59 this morning. Officially foul began, Robert.
Okay.
Just looked it up just as the game started.
Pretty close to 10 o'clock.
Pretty close. 8:44 Eastern, so I did the math.
Okay, that's.
How'd I do?
You did very well.
Oh, 8:44. That's not right.
You said 8:44 Eastern?
Yeah, that's.
Okay, so.
No, that's not 9:59. Yes, it is. Sure, it is. Isn't it? Someone do the math.
Well,
I had to carry a one. I can't do it. No,
it
it's
can't
not.
be 59.
No.
It would have had to been quarter two.
Yeah.
Or quarter after, sorry. Oh, my God. This is a nightmare.
We can't do the
Would
time
have been easier
conversion.
to say 8:44, and then we could have said,
I've
okay,
got an excuse. I hit my head.
that would have been
earlier.
10:15.
Yeah, 10:50.
We are an hour and a half difference. We have our own time zone
Yeah.
here in Newfoundland.
Anyway, it's fall now. Back at the point, shot
It
by
is
Haggett.
fall.
It feels like it outside.
Yeah, it does.
It's cool. That's cleared down the ice. No icing.
Yeah, that's should have been a penalty there. Locke got away with one, and the benches are very irate here. Osprey, as they come back, they had good breaks to be.
Haggett backhands it to the boards. Kosh lost it. Forced back out was Daring. That one off of King. Hemian turns. Now he'll head up ice, gets it to center, shoots it in. Hughes back to get it for the impact. Hughes to King. King to Hanrahan, knocked it down, couldn't control it. Hemian gets it to the blue line. I think it touched somebody at the impact bench.
Both teams back 5-on-5. 6:20 remaining here. Just a 1-goal lead for the Impact.
Corbett off the glass, out. Hughes. To Ingram. Ingram turns and goes. Jackson Ingram shot. That went wide. To an open wing. It'll be picked up back here by Hughes. To Hillier. To Hodder. Can't get it out. Still inside. Now it's cleared out. McNeil with it. McNeil into the middle. Hodder. Ingram. Ingram with a shot. That just missed. I think pitcher may have gotten a piece of it with the handle of the stick.
I think he did.
Hurley can't get away. Then it's given away at center. Jacobs lost it. McNeil with it. He'll get it out. Harden across to Simmons. In it goes. Leary missed it off the boards. Hillier trying to get to a big hit along the boards. That's going to be a penalty against.
I think it's going to be a check to the head.
It is contact to the head.
Yeah.
Against Jack Earl. That's his third penalty of the game.
Yeah, that was shoulder to the head. There's no doubt about that. As
or maybe a second. He had one last night.
Brendan Denning was looking down and felt the shoulder come up into the mask head area. The official has been calling that now for the last 3 years, and that's not going to change anytime soon.
So yet another power play for the Impact. They're getting their chances here in this third period.
They've had enough.
Talked about last night. You get a lot of chances you don't convert. You often come back to bite you. Down in behind the goal, Byrne. He likes to work back there to Fowler. Over to King. King with a shot, hit some traffic, didn't get through. Pittman turning in the corner. Pittman holding it, top of the circle, up to the blue line to King, back to Pittman. A shot, pitcher makes the save, no rebound given.
That's a good play. I really like the coming off the boards, going back to the middle of the rink. And because Zach King, he had a guy coming out on him, it actually frees up his man on the right side being a left-handed shooter. Just didn't get the puck away quick enough. But good structure, good.
A little more movement in this power play than what we saw at the start of the period. Everybody was just standing around.
Yeah, and they're coming on both sides of the boards is what you need. Spread the opposition.
King, Fowler, back to Pittman, back to King. His shot didn't get through and cleared.
That's a force play there. That's one you got to be a little bit more, have a little bit more patience, and I'm sure Coach Tremlett Casey will tell Zach that as he comes in.
Kind of a new role for him to quarterback the power play. Take a little time to get used to it.
Yeah. Possesses a good shot.
Fowler to King. Chance to shoot it here. Again, it's pitcher.
Yeah, you're going to see Kosh come out here now. And his role, and Coach Casey recognizes this. I don't want you in front of the net. I want you in front of the goaltender. And that's the thing. Zach King had a good shot there then, but he's a big goaltender. This comes out and really an easy save.
It's 45 seconds to go in the power play. Price gets Strickland up top now. Strickland has it. It's a shot on goal, and again, pitcher's got it.
Yeah, but Kosh is doing a great job in front of that net. You can see him and the D-man battling for that 2 or 3 feet of ice. I really enjoy watching the battles down low.
Again, the Impact win the faceoff.
They're dominating in the faceoff.
It was Clendenning winning that one. Byrne.
You talk about giving a support and a note of confidence. Clendenning out here on the power play.
Strickland. Block. Byrne. Stand corrected. It wasn't Clendening. Sorry, Robert.
Oh, that was.
Strickland. Penalty is over.
Clendening is out here, and he's a good puck handler.
And now he is out there. Strickland. Shot right on goal.
Great save by the goaltender, not being even able to see it.
Strickland turning. Brings it back in. Backhands it in, and he'll hustle to the bench. Haggett. Off the boards. It'll be taken by King. Corbett. Long pass up at center. Tipped in. Hughes back to get it. Off the boards. Be kept in by Harnham. To Hughes. Buttons on him. Daring in to help out. Hanrahan in there as well. Hanrahan's lost his stick.
Better get it. It's caught up in the skated.
I'm not sure what Hanrahan is doing. He skated right by his stick. Oh, it's broken. Or is it? No.
No, it was caught in the skate of the other player, and he was reaching out to get it, and as Buddy was moving.
But as it came loose, Hanrahan just skated by it.
Yeah, it's not real good.
Came to the bench.
Need your stick out there. All right if it's a soccer game.
You can see Hanrahan's stick still down there along the goal line. The impact will just clear it. It'll be a face-off in their end. We're down to a minute 38. Pitcher looking towards the bench for the Osprey. This third period has been very quick.
As was the first.
As they say that, timeout gets called.
Yeah, and
I put the jinx on it.
you're recognizing here now with under 2 minutes left, they're going to make a decision now. What are we going to do? Are we going to pull the goaltender now, or are we going to wait? We had this discussion last night, George, and I thought Coach Casey was going to haul the goaltender with 2 minutes. He chose not to.
And down to a minute 38 now. I can't imagine him staying in the net right now.
No, I don't know why. I don't know what it would gain.
Face off deep in impact territory.
This is a critical face-off, George. The Impact have been very successful in face-offs today, particularly in the offensive zone. It's more important right here now in the defensive zone. You've got to make sure that you man up. If they do go with the extra attacker, which they're not going with, which is a shock to me. And 38, not like
pitchers back in the net. And not even like halfway, seeing if they get possession of the face-off.
Coach Russell is being a little conservative.
He's deep in his net. Osprey do win the face-off. The goaltender stays in. Now they're calling him to the bench. So now the Osprey have the sixth attacker out there. That shot off a stick up and out of play. Haggett with a good job.
Yeah, he put his leg down, blocked it, up and out of play.
And they're going to do the same thing. Put the goaltender out, wait and see if they get possession from the face-off. So pitcher's back in, and again, deep in his net.
Just put a D-man back there. You don't need to have a goaltender. I don't get it. This is where they miss Monk, too, as well, George. He's really good.
Win the face-off. That'll keep the goaltender in the net. Out at center, Daring. Corbett. He'll shoot it in. And it's cleared by the Impact. And we have now got 1 minute to go here in the third period. Comes out towards the blue line. Daring has it forced back. Cut in front of his own goal. Need to get it up the ice and get the goaltender out. Button will bring it in. Goaltender races to the bench. Good job by Price to keep Button from getting the puck to the front of the goal. 6 attackers out there for the Osprey. Penalty.
Down behind the net, another
head contact.
Again, George.
It's going to go against the Osprey, Robert.
Yeah, he got up on the boards there on Strickland. Strickland had puck possession. He leaned into him, but to me, it's a result of not getting a guy out there quick enough. I really believe that.
Adam Button down to the penalty box. That really hurts the Osprey.
Well, you know.
And that's, they say it's a 4-minute penalty. I think. Okay, not sure what's going on. The time clock up is 4 minutes. I think that's where they meant to put the penalty. 36 seconds left to go in the third period. And it is a 4-minute penalty. Face-off win for the Impact. Byrne. Up through the middle, that's picked off. Burns got it, just sends it back in.
That's all you need to do. You need to be ultra conservative here now.
Long pass up through the middle, missed everybody. It was touched by the defenseman, so no icing. Just 10 seconds to go. Simmons can't get it out in front. Again, that was stopped by Price. Impact want to hold it along the boards, and they will. And that's where the game will end. Another good finish, but a little anticlimactic with that last penalty against the Osprey. They had 6 attackers out there, and it looked like they were in for something special at the end. But the penalty sucked the life out of that.
Well, I'm not sure what he didn't change. Put a 6 attacker at the minute 38, and then with a minute. You know, you talk about getting extra possession.
Yeah,
anyway, to each their own.
To each their own, yeah. There is the final 3-2. And the shots on goal, 45-44 in favor of the Impact. With all the shots on goal we saw this weekend, tip the cap to all the goaltenders who played this weekend. You had Sam Pitcher, who played Friday night and today for the Osprey. Aaron O'Leary, who played Friday night and today for the Impact. And then Jaden Lynch and Andrew Ackerman, who was brilliant last night.
He was.
For the Osprey in their win. So all 4 goaltenders who played this weekend all performed very, very well for their respective teams. Teams are shaking hands at center. Folks, here we are again. Robert, George, Steve is back behind the camera, and we're going to call it a day. It's been a great weekend.
It has
3
been.
games, 3-2, or 2-1. The Impact take the 3-game series in this regular season between these 2 teams. We'll be back next weekend, Friday night, just 1 game next weekend, Friday night game, and we'll have that for you on AO.live here from the Windsor Stadium. And then after that, we'll take a little break from home games for the Impact. They'll be back again towards the end of October. They're going to host the mid-season tournament where all 5 teams will come in here.
That's going to be a great weekend.
To the Joe Byrne. I think maybe 1 or 2 games may have to be played here at Windsor. We'll get the schedule finalized, and of course that'll all be out on social media. You can check that. But all the games that'll be at the Joe, we will have on AO.live for you. Anyway, that's going to do it. I got to go to work this afternoon.
Yes, you do. I'm going to go home, sit down, put my feet up, have a hot coffee, and watch some NFL football.
Nice for you. I'm going to go down to the local movie theater and run the projector for them to give the owners a little bit of a break. Give Sean Feeder, who owns the Classic Theater, a day off. So I'm going to look after the theater when we leave here. All right, so that's going to do it. Final score here, 3-2 in favor of the Impact. We're back next week for 1 game. For Robert and Steve, my name's George Scott. Folks, have yourselves a great Sunday. Enjoy fall.